I get the sense it's gone beyond being directional. I think now they are quite delivery oriented. It's about going to key destinations which they have recognized as being very critical to economic growth and development. So they're really talking about how do you create jobs, how do you create infrastructure in terms of mega projects, in terms of power, ports. Then they're focusing on manufacturing in a big way. So I think it's no longer now about just making sort of motherhood statements. It's really about how are you going to get there.
One is that we have always been talking about that the next wave of growth for the Indian IT industry is going to be through startups, and I think they've recognized that. They've talked about how to make funds easily available. They've talked about the fact that we need to set up new institutions, we need to do a lot more in skilling and investing in skills. So I think that's also a good sign. I think the other area, so one is tech startups, etc. The other one is that they've reduced the tax on royalty, so they're trying to encourage greater use of technology across industry. So the reduction in the tax. And the third area was in the area of Make in India, where they're talking about reducing the duty structure, removing the SAD, so that will be cheaper and makes more sense to manufacture products in India than to get finally imported products.
For small and medium enterprises, there'll be an electronic factoring system by which they'll be able to get their money faster in. That's going to be a technology-driven initiative. Or if you look at a universal social security system, that's going to have a lot of IT and technology for it. The minister also talked about how GST is going to be very much dependent in terms of very strong automation and an IT system. So there are elements of how overall efficiency is going to be improved, but that's embedded in a number of other parts, which is why it's not visible. What is, I think, very good is specifically talked about the IT industry and how entrepreneurship will really be important, and whatever is Setu, the details of that I think we need to get into. But at least one saw clarity and a thought in terms of focusing on it.
The highlight is the reiteration of the government that to give housing for all by 2022. So if the mission continues, naturally it is the private sector which is going to benefit for the real estate. Private players will definitely be more into action and demand to actually give housing to all by 2022. Then the pass on taxation on REIT, that will unlock a lot of unconventional investment in the sector. So that is also a good move.